Hey, here we are with our first task in our Glog that we need to have. I know some of you already have pictures or things that you've added, but the first thing you need to add to your Glog today is something from one of your Despro assignments that you already have in your blue reading book. Could be anything from maybe the outlaw reflection that you had if you were outlawed. Could be when you compared mice to rats. Could be your creative story that you talked about with the theme of light and dark. So picking an assignment that you've had from Despro, you want to now add that to your Glog. And what you would do is go into Tools, you would go into Text here, and notice I can pick the different styles of text that I want. Now some of these, like if it's very large, it's not going to show everything that you want to type. For others, where like this one here, I might be able to show in more, but when you click next, you'll get to see the different sizes. I like the papers version. Notice with these, I can fit in a lot more text because you're going to need to have at least, let's go to the assignment piece here with your text. Find one assignment in your reading notebook. Tell us what assignment you picked. Why did you pick it? So there's 2 sentences there. Then type in what you wrote. And now here's the thing. If you pick a thinking map, describe what it was and what you put on it. So you should have at least 2 sentences to introduce us to what you picked, why you picked it, and then you should have 3 to 4 sentences as far as what it is that you picked. So there should be at least 5 sentences describing something that you've learned during our time that we read Despro. So once you pick that, you can go ahead and you can pick a text box. I like this one here. Looks like I can fit a lot of text in. It has that old school look to it. So I'm going to use it, and it pops up down here. Now to start working with it, I'm going to click the X, and I can go here. And once I double click it, I can start saying like there was one journal entry about MIG and light. I picked or sorry, I shouldn't say why I picked it yet. I should tell you what I picked. Um, During class, we studied Miggery Sal. This assignment, let's see, meant looked at how MIG and light are connected. Now notice as I've been typing, I get a scroll bar because not everything's fitting on there, but I can, start having a good start and then people will scroll down as they read. And I would do 2 to 3 more sentences, sorry, 3 to 4 more sentences, describing what did I write about MIG and the connection to light. Once you finish typing what you have from that assignment, then you can go into here and you can change the color of it. You can also change the size of it. But remember, you don't want it very large. In fact, I would recommend our usual 12. But if you feel like it should be a little bit bigger, easier to read, you can. Yeah, that's 13. Maybe usual 12 might be too small. This one's 20. So you can change the font size. You can also change the font style. But the thing you need to stick with is it's something that can be easily read. And check this out. That's yellow. That was hard to read. So let me go back to black. Maybe blue. Let's see how blue is. How they do like blue. That one's still a little hard to read. Let me see what black. Yeah, that black's still hard to read there. And I do get to scroll it. So that might make a difference. So I'm going to stick with the blue. But don't do things where it's hard to read it. Because you want people to see what you have learned from Despro. So that's how you would add text. You will find out with pictures and other media that you can add by clicking the arrows. You can resize it. You can change the tilt of it by doing the arrows there. Can't wait to read what you've learned about Despro.